Hi, my name is Jason C. Brown, and I recently had the pleasure of attending a Fighting Monkey Rootless Root workshop in the Philadelphia area. And it was incredible. It was outstanding. I fell in love with Fighting Monkey Rootless Root the first time I stumbled upon their YouTube channel, and their message, their way of being, their way of moving resonated very much with me. So I had to explore deeper. And when the opportunity arose for me to train with Joseph and Linda in person, I couldn't turn it down. So just a little bit of my background. I am a 44-year-old father of three crazy sons, an owner of 2 small businesses. My particular favorite way to train is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. I'm a brown belt in both of those arts. So I'm always looking for creative and artistic ways to prepare myself physically for my love of the gentle arts of Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. But look, as a father, 44-year-old father of 3 and a small business owner, I'm an amateur. I just want to be a better amateur. I have no hopes of being a world champion anymore. I just want to stay in those games, in those cultures for as long as I possibly can. And when I stumbled upon Joseph and Linda's work, it resonated with me so much. For example, they speak about something called earthquake architecture. Man, that's exactly what I need to keep myself in the game much longer. Joseph talks about this thing, one of his quotes, and I'm sorry, Joseph, if I screw this up, but anybody can have muscle, but what type of muscle do you have? Right? So I'm a pretty big, strong guy. 220 pounds. I can lift a lot of weights. Joseph is much thinner than me, a little bit taller than me, but when we linked our fingers together, when we started going at it, he was one of the strongest individuals I have ever felt. And I'm sure he probably doesn't lift very heavy weights. Most of his strength comes from moving his body in diverse and creative and artistic ways. Another thing that really struck me up, really resonated with me, was from diversity comes immunity, right? And during the workshop, they pair you up with different partners. You switch partners every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, and you have to solve these cool little riddles with a tennis ball or just your own body weight, some ground-based movements, some standing-based movements, some crawling type of movements. And by changing the partners every 5 minutes, it completely changes the game. It completely changes your strategies. It completely changes the way that you have to alter your movements. For example, I trained with a 250-pound guy, and then I trained with a 90-pound woman. And the 90-pound woman was so much more challenging for me than the 250-pound guy. I'm used to wrestling 250-pound gentlemen. This 90-pound woman could move so well and had access to so many more movements than I did. It was absolutely challenging in a beautiful way. And it really opened up my eyes to this whole diverse world of stuff that I honestly have been neglecting. So again, I really enjoyed the workshop. I thought it was one of the best workshops I've ever been to. I didn't really enjoy the Chinese or Tai Chi or Chinese medicine. I'm sorry if I'm screwing that up. Postures very much. I sort of hate that type of stuff, but I understand why you did it. But if you could attend a Fighting Monkey workshop, I would highly recommend it. Joseph and Linda are outstanding people. The people that were there, I think there were about 50 of us. I didn't meet one jerk. I didn't meet one huge ego. I met a bunch of people that were open and expressive and friendly, outgoing, there to learn from one another, there to enjoy one another's company and grow in this thing that we call human movement. And I would just really like to thank Joseph and Linda for coming to the US. I'm sure it's a struggle to come here often. And I really loved your workshop, and I would recommend this workshop to anybody. Thank you.